Hi, we're here in the studio today to show you how to prepare your Bauwerk Limewash paint. Start by taking a whisk and give the paint a really good stir, being sure to reach all the way to the bottom to release any large lumps of pigment. It's normal for the paint to look watery. This is because our paints are not made from plastics and work by curing on the wall, not as a plastic film, but by taking carbon dioxide from the air and turning it back into limestone. Because we don't add dispersion chemicals, the lime and pigment will sink to the bottom of the bucket, so it's important to stir the paint every 5 to 10 minutes. If after mixing you feel the pigment isn't fully dispersed, leave it to settle for 5 minutes and repeat the process. Once all the pigment is in solution, we're going to decant the paint into a smaller bucket. We do this for a few reasons. First, because it's easier to work with a lighter bucket. Second, the paint will maintain better colour consistency because there's less chance of all the pigment sinking to the bottom. And third, if you knock over the smaller bucket, there's less wasted paint. Here, we're pouring 1 or 2 litres of paint into our smaller bucket. So, we're just about ready to paint using one of our Bauwerk brushes. These absorbent bristle brushes are handmade in Italy and are perfect for use with Limewash paint. The brushes are superior to regular brushes because they're naturally absorbent and hold a good amount of paint. Another nice feature is that they have fine bristles, which helps to leave minimal brush strokes on the wall while still maintaining a good amount of texture. Now we'll show you how much paint to leave on the brush. While there's no fixed rule, the more paint you have on the brush, the further you will need to spread it. One thing to note, however, is if you start painting and the brush is dripping, this means it's overloaded. We start by dipping the brush 2 to 3 centimeters into the paint. Swirl the brush in the paint a little, then give it a few shakes on either side to remove any excess paint. This simple technique will allow you to cover a good amount of area without having to load up the brush too often. We recommend you wash out your brush between coats and make sure it's dry before starting the next coat.